I'm going to show you how to trade scientifically and make lots of money. Have a look at this. Now, whether you're trading crypto or stocks and shares or Forex, right? All of them are represented by a candlestick price pattern. And the candlestick price pattern tells us when prices go up and when prices come down. But this is what you need to ask yourself. What makes the price go up? What makes the price go down? Let me show you. Scientists discovered that the very fabric of our universe consists of waves, and for communication to occur, signals have to travel down these waves. So for example, you get brain waves, right? You get sound waves, you get light waves. Without these waves, right, things couldn't travel. We wouldn't see light, we couldn't hear sound, and our brains wouldn't function. When we trade, electronic signals travel down something called sine waves. And this is very interesting because scientists discovered that as the signal traveled up the sine wave, it did something very interesting. It caused the candlestick to also rise, which in turn means that the price would go up. Then in turn, as the signal traveled back down the sine wave, in turn, the candlestick price pattern would go down, and consequently, the price would come down with it. So should this scientific fact surprise you? No, because it's just classical physics. When the signal travels up the wave, it's called a linear rise, and when it travels down the wave, it's called an exponential decay curve. Now, just like the waves on the sea, before you get the big wave, you get lots of little waves, and these little waves build up towards the big wave. So let me show you. So here's an example. So one wave would come in, and there you go, you see it creates, you've got your peak or your crest there, and this is responsible for your support and your resistance lines as well. Look at that. See that? Look at that. So all the touch points there would be your support and resistance, and another wave comes in. Look at this. So once again, you've got your support and your resistance lines, right? Then another wave comes in. There you go, look at that. So not only does it follow the contour of the first peak, it helps you to see what creates the second peak. And then the next wave comes in on the exponential decay curve. And again, look at this. You've got your support and you've got your resistance levels. So these waves are responsible for all the peaks and all the troughs of the candlestick price pattern. In fact, the candlestick price pattern follows the contours of these waves. Scientists then discovered that all these little waves actually came from one big massive daddy wave, and that wave is called Newton's wave. And this is where science can really start to help you and me as traders make money. In fact, it does do. It's made me a lot of money and made other traders lots of money too, because all you need to do is count the peaks and the troughs of Newton's wave to get your exact entry and exit points. So let me give you an example, right? So look, here's peak 1 of Newton's wave, and we can see quite clearly, right, that the candlestick pattern has followed the contours of that wave. So then what we do, we wait for it to bottom out at the trough here. So then this bit right here, let me get that, would be your entry point right there, right? Then you'd ride it all the way up, right, to peak 2 of Newton's wave, which you can see, look at that, that is the second peak coming down of the candlestick price pattern. Then we exit the trade, we would then enter the trade once again here, right, and then we ride it all the way up to peak 3 of Newton's wave, and lo and behold, look at that, there's the third peak down. And then for the next one, we then wait until it bottoms out there, we then enter, that would be our entry point right there at the bottom, at the trough, and then we basically ride it all the way up to peak 4, and then we exit the trade there, and it just carries on like that. It's amazing. So there you go. There's a quick intro into how trading is a science, and how if you use this science you can make money, which it does. Makes money for a lot of people. It's made a lot of money for me. So listen, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video today. I wish you the best of success with your trading. I love trading, that's why I make all these videos. You take care, and I'll speak to you soon.